Welcome back to my channel. That's video number 25. We're going to restore Active Directory using bare metal recovery, which means it's going to not only going to restore my Active Directory, it's going to restore the entire Windows operating system. This is a very interesting approach, and believe it or not, you may use it at least once during your career. The only time you can restore bare, to bare metal is if you backed it up with enough data. If you backed up system state, forget about it. It's not going to work. All right. So the way it works is very simple. You create a new VM. You create a drive. You attach a secondary drive with the backup data on it. Boot to your ISO Windows. Click on Repair. Point to your data, and it should restore. Okay. I'm creating my new VM. First generation is fine. That should be sufficient. You want to make sure it's in the right place. Mine is. Make sure you attach your ISO because you're going to have to boot to Windows installation to be able to use troubleshooting. It looks like my VM is ready. Now, before you boot to your ISO, you have to attach the secondary disk with the backup data on it. So click on SCSI controller. You will have to navigate to the other virtual machine that has the drive attached. In my case, it's the domain controller otherdomain.com. It's called dedicated drive. You don't have to detach it first. As long as the virtual machine is off, you can use it. But double check in your environment just to be 100% sure. Okay, looks like I have all I need. Now let's boot to Windows, recovery mode. If I continue with the installation, it will just create a brand new Windows. That's not what I'm trying to do. So click on next and then repair your computer and troubleshoot and system image. Because my drive is connected, the simple scan should give me the option, list all the jobs available. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. I can, if I have multiple jobs, I can select them here and look at them, but I only have one. The entire package will be used. Very simple. You install drivers if your computer is not, if your virtual machine is not recognizing the drive. Oh, fast forward as always. So now we're restoring the entire C drive. So pretty much there was nothing on the disk when we create a brand new disk. Now we will have the entire disk the way it was at the time we took the backup. So it should copy, it should have copied Windows files, system files, permissions, data, my Active Directory. We'll see. It's the same VM that I just created a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, it looks like it's booting to Windows. That looks good. Okay. Let's see if I can log in. Domain is correct. Username is correct. Let's see if it takes my password. It did. The ultimate test. Am I going to be able to log into one of my clients? As always, who am I? I'm the domain admin, and this is the name of the machine. But one quick thing, every time you change a VM or you assign a new NIC, virtual network adapter, you have to check the IP situation. Because remember, in DNS, your server and your server's IP is associated with the name. If the IP changes, the domain controllers may not be able to find it, or clients may not be able to find it. That's the glitch I was mentioning last time. I'll show you another way to assign static IP and static IP subnet, default gateway, and DNS. I made a couple of mistakes. I didn't want to remove them. You'll see what it looks like. Network shell interface. I want to set static IP. Well, if you run ipconfig /all, it will give you uh, interface name. In my case, it's Ethernet 2. Okay, my static IP is set now. If I knew how to spell. Okay, so I just set static IP, subnet mask, and default gateway. Now I need to set my DNS. I need at least 2. For the domain controller, it should point to itself and then point to other domain controllers. That's the error I was mentioning. So can you quickly look and tell me what the problem is? Hit the up arrow. It repeats the last line. Yep, I forgot the word static. Okay, my first DNS IP is ready. I want to add one more. So I'm not setting DNS, I'm adding DNS, additional entry. Right, I'm only using, I have, just for this test, I'm using Google DNS, just to prove my point and be able to browse externally. Okay, so I'm putting index 2, and I just remember for the second DNS, you do not put set, you add. Looks like both my DNS servers are in. Can I ping Yahoo? This will tell me if my external DNS works. Okay, seems to be working fine. Now let's switch to my client. And the domain controller is off, so my backup is working beautifully. System is restored. That's it. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Have a good day.